What's up, everybody? It's Justin from Long Beach Mushrooms. I'm doing a video. I have not done a video in a really long time, but I asked some people on Instagram if I should do a year 2 of quitting my job to start a mushroom farm update video, and I got a lot of people DMing me saying yes, I should make that video. So that's what we're doing today. We are going to deep dive into year 2 of what it's been like to quit my job, my 6-figure job as an assistant principal, to start a mushroom farm. So before we get into some of the nitty gritty, I have not shown you all around for a while, so just give you a quick peek on how the farm is doing. We are doing great. One of the big issues that we had recently was blotch. So almost all of last year we were dealing with really bad blotch. Almost all of our oysters, probably about 70% of our oysters were contaminated with blotch. I did so many things. People were telling me that I wasn't cleaning my grow room enough, so I hired professional cleaners to come in and clean my grow room. People were telling me that my water might be contaminated, so I invested in an RO system, UV light system, even changed my misting system so I can clean out my water lines more. People told me maybe it was my cultures, my blocks. I did everything that I possibly could. And I had blotch, bad blotch for almost all of last year. Until I got to a place of like, I don't know what place I got to. I kind of just knew that I wasn't gonna quit and I'm gonna have to keep trying something new. So I did 2 things that really helped. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but actually I can take you up here. So I'll take you up the staircase, because the first thing we did was we installed an air conditioner. So that's 5 tons of AC going into 2 grow rooms at 450 square feet each. The air conditioning system is overpowered. It's probably more than I need, but dude, like, I don't want it to fail. So we have that going on. Something that I learned is I have to change the filters all the time. I change the filters once every month. Otherwise the AC just can't keep up. It's too dirty in here. So I did that. That's the first thing I did. Got a 5-ton air conditioning unit, so my temperatures are super stable now. We're rolling anywhere between 62 to 65 degrees, depending on what I want. We added heart misters. I don't know if you can see them. The line's right there. Let me see. We added heart misting nozzles instead of the old House of Hydro system, which is great, but it just wasn't what I wanted. And here's the kicker. This is what I did that I did not know I had to do. I added 2 box fans, 1 on each side of the room, just to circulate the air. I don't know why I tried to do that. I just had an idea. Actually, my farm manager, Thomas, had the idea of like, maybe the air is not getting mixed up enough in here. Maybe it's not. I don't know what the case may be. But we put these 2 box fans in, 1 on each side of the grow room. And ever since then, our oysters are gorgeous. Look at this. Our blues. We already harvested this morning, so this is like the stuff that is just still sitting around. Look at all these elms, fly traps. If you're a mushroom farmer, you know what's up. Look at all those elms. Those are easily gonna be 3.5 pound flushes. Lion's mane, gorgeous. I think there's some more lion's mane on the back side. Oh, harvested most of them already. Yeah, dude. So we added these fans, and these fans made a huge difference. So that was, that's the blotch system that we essentially got rid of by just doing that. If I would have done that at the beginning of last year or the beginning of 2024, dude, I would be killing it right now. But I don't know. Maybe I kind of got in my head. I think I overthought it. I think I was like, I moved from tents to these big grow rooms, and I just could not figure, I was like, I don't know. I did everything that I could to try to figure it out, and I would have never guessed, maybe it's my ego, I would have never guessed that it was as simple as just needing to add some fans in there to mix the air up more. But That's all it was. The AC held, but I put the AC in first without the fans, and for about 2 months, we still had really consistent blotch. It wasn't as bad, but it was bad. And then the second we added those fans in, blotch went away. Here's something that we're doing that's different. We're cooking our sub outside. It's a little rinky-dink, a little ghetto right now, but we're gonna fix this all up. I'm just getting a quote from Sue Boilers right now. I really want to put a 10x10 shipping container out here and pasteurize our substrate that way. But right now we're still using Old Trusty. Old Trusty still works. Works enough to make about, what do we do now? We do 400 blocks a week right now. We slowed down a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but here's our kitty friend. This is our shop cat. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? It's our shop cat right here. What's up? It's actually not our cat, it's our neighbor's cat, but we've been feeding it, so it likes us now. Yeah. I think that's pretty much all the upgrades of the farm. Whoa, it got dark. Anyways, something that is new that I'm gonna go into a little bit is behind this door. I'm not gonna open it, but behind this door is my wife's office. So we're gonna go into it a little bit when I break down what year 2 was like, but my wife has officially quit her 9-to-5 job and she is working on the farm with me. So this is her office behind this door. It's very beautiful and it's very clean. So I'm gonna leave it alone. It's not like the rest of the farm. But yeah, dude, this has been a really, really tough year, a year of growth, a year of unknown, a year of patience. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna go back to the front office and we'll break down what this year was like. All right, so let's get into it. This year has been a freaking roller coaster. The reason why is when we beginning of this year, we got this new facility, or this side of the warehouse. We were really excited because we were going to build out our grow room. We used to have our grow room on the other side of town, so we were really excited about getting this facility up and running because that meant we can consolidate all of our employees. We can all be under one roof. We can create really good systems. And of course grow more, because we went from about 400 square feet of grow room to almost 1,000 square feet of grow room, closer to 925 square feet of grow room. So we were really excited, and I did the math in my head. If we were doing this number with 400 square feet, that means we're going to be doing this number with 900 square feet. We took out the loans. We did everything that we needed to do to grow this operation, and it grew. But it did not work the way that it was, not like plug and play like I thought it was going to be. So I'll go through some of the issues that happened this year, and then I'll go into the lessons. So the first issue is because we had such bad blotch, like horrible blotch all year long, we were producing about half of what we needed to produce, or half of what we were able to produce. So right now we are producing anywhere between 800 to 1,000 pounds, and we're probably going to start creeping into 1,200 pounds very soon. But for most of this last year, we were producing about 400 pounds, which sounds okay, except we were producing 400 pounds, but we were using 1,000 pounds worth of labor. So we were still making a lot of blocks. So we were making enough blocks to grow 1,000 pounds. That means we paid for the labor to grow 1,000 pounds, but we could not get 1,000 pounds to grow. What was happening is our first flush of all of our oyster mushrooms would have blotch. We would pick off that first flush, and then the second flush would grow great. That being said, the second flush, the yield is less. It's about 1.5 pounds instead of, or maybe 2 pounds instead of the 3.5 pounds that we're getting now. Sometimes we're even getting 4.5 pound clusters. So we were spending a bunch of money on labor, but we weren't getting the yield that we needed to get. And it was all because of blotch. And it was such a simple fix that I overlooked, like I told you earlier. It was just about mixing the air more. Getting those fans in there to mix the air more. It's crazy. Cannot believe that's what solved the problem, but it is. It's what solved the problem. So, so essentially what happened was all of our projections were shot. We were not making as much money as we needed to make. We were struggling really, we were still doing well. We were breaking sales records. We were growing, but we weren't growing at the rate that I projected us to grow, which caused issues on its own. So what happened was I was expecting to, make money this year. We're not. We're still going to lose money this year. I was expecting to start building up my team to I expected to hire some management positions. I was expecting to train some of my current employees up, put them in management positions, hire staff or team members under them, and then I was going to elevate myself in the business a little bit and start focusing more on sales and growth. Well, that didn't happen. Pretty much most of the year I spent working on figuring out what's going on with our production and doing all these other things like sales and growth and stuff, but just not doing it very well. So we didn't get there. I told my wife that she was going to quit a long time ago, or it was like, we're going to get the business to a place where you're going to quit. And I promised that to her a long time ago. So it was months and months and months of, just not being fair to her because she was expecting to quit and we weren't ready. The business just wasn't there yet. So that happened. Another thing that happened is we have issues with our neighbors. I'm hoping that it's solved now, but what's happening is our neighbors are smelling the smell of substrate cooking, and it's affecting them a lot. Like, it's a smell that, isn't pleasant to them, and it's very strong to them. And not all my neighbors feel this way, but doesn't matter. I understand that it's affecting one of my neighbors, and the problem with that is we couldn't really figure out what to do with it, and it got so bad that our property managers actually came down on us and was like, if you can't get this problem fixed, then we might have to look at removing you from the building. We even got the city planners called on us to see if we were doing something illegal in here, or I don't know. I think when people hear mushrooms, they get freaked out and they don't know what's going on in here, and they think we're doing something crazy with all these, I don't know, molds and contaminations. It's not true. It was just substrate cooking. So the city planner came out and he kind of pointed a couple things here and there, but he essentially said, we're doing everything that we should be doing. The neighbor just doesn't agree with the smell. So yeah, what we ended up doing finally, we spent so much money. I spent $5,000 on carbon filters and exhaust fans and all this stuff, and it was probably more than $5,000 at the end of the day. But what we ended up doing is moving the cooks outside, and I hope that that's going to solve the problem. We just did it a few weeks ago, so we're not sure. But anyways, that's another thing I've been dealing with this year is, potentially getting kicked out of this building after we built out all this infrastructure because our neighbors, because the smell of what we do is affecting our neighbors. We had to take out a significant cash advance loan. Square offers these cash advance loans. If you do a lot of business through Square, you've probably seen them. And the loans are great because you get the money quick, no questions asked, essentially no questions asked. And as long as you show that you're taking, payment through Square, then, you can qualify for this loan. So the good thing is we got the money that we needed to build out the air conditioner and pay for some things. The bad thing is the repayment plan on a Square loan is 20% of all of our sales. So we've been doing okay, but it's really handcuffing us because we're paying $4,000, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month sometimes to Square because it's 20% of our sales. So that was something that we had to deal with this last year is how do we figure out that loan? What can we do with it? All that stuff. Those are the lowlights of the year. We did not grow to summarize, we did not grow as fast as I thought we were going to do. We did not hit our projections. A lot of things just didn't happen the way that I thought they were going to happen. Let's just say it that way. The lessons learned though was the first one is just never quit. I think it's simple to say, but in reality it's very hard. I got to a place of there was a day where everything went wrong at the same time. blotch in the grow room, couldn't make orders, neighbors complaining about smell, landlord calling me. I had a notice on my door from the city planner saying like, you know, they need to inspect me. Like all this stuff happened at the same time. And I sat back and I was like, is this time to quit? Is it time to shut this business down? And I probably sat in that place for a little bit, and I did some things, like I called some men that I really trusted and some of my business mentors and talked to my wife and, you know, prayed on it. And I quickly got to a place, not quickly, but I eventually got to a place of like, I am not quitting this business. Like no matter what gets put in front of me, I am not quitting. I am figuring this out. The purpose of this business is too great. We're going to positively affect too many people's lives for me to fold and quit because it's hard. And boy, that was the lesson of the year, for sure. Yeah, man. If you're looking to start a mushroom farm, like, first of all, do it. If you really believe in, you know, what it means to grow food locally and grow mushrooms. But just know that, or like the piece that I would share is like, it's not going to be easy. And if, you know, and if you're a type of person that can embrace difficult situations as opportunities to grow, and if you're the type of person that can see the positive in difficult situations, then you got a really good shot at this. I'm making it at this. But yeah. And like quick plug, if any of you do want to start a mushroom farm school and you are sitting back right now thinking, oh shoot, or if there's anybody out there who is sitting back and saying you want to start a mushroom farm and maybe some of what I'm saying is discouraging you, I want to let you know that I am bottling up all the lessons I've learned into a class, and I am teaching a mushroom farm school. It is meant for people who want to start mushroom farms. You know, you can find more information on my website or go on our website at longbeachmushrooms.com and book a 15-minute call with me, and we can talk through, you know, what the school is and also what your dream outcome is with mushroom farming, and we'll see if it's a match or not. But I remember when I first started mushroom farming, nobody was going to tell me the things that I've had to go through since I've started. And I don't know if anybody really could. But what I am learning is every time I break through a barrier, every time I break through an obstacle or I overcome something, my first reaction is, shoot, I want to teach other people this. Like I want to share this with other people. I don't know maybe it's the educator, maybe, you know, I just really believe in mushroom farms, and I believe in small scale farms. I believe in growing food for your community. And like I said, every time I overcome something, my first thought is like, how can I tell other people about this? Yeah. So if you're interested in starting a mushroom farm, check out our website. But to wrap up this video, year 2 did not go anything like I thought it was going to go. The honeymoon phase of quitting my job was over, and I was in the real thick of it. Like, am I going to quit or not? And the overall lesson in year 2 is I'm not going to quit no matter what. So, yeah. This is Justin from Long Beach Mushrooms signing out. Thank you all for bearing with me. Thank you all for watching these videos. It means so much to me when somebody, you know, a couple of y'all reach out and just say like you get so much out of these, and I love making them. I'm hoping I make more. Just bought a fancy camera. Hopefully it'll get me excited to make more videos. But anyways, like I said, this is Justin from Long Beach Mushrooms signing out. Peace.